A federal judge has issued a temporary restraining order against the Trump administration, halting its move to bar Harvard University from enrolling international students. This decision marks a significant legal victory for Harvard, allowing the institution to continue admitting foreign students while its broader legal challenge against the government proceeds. The restraining order provides immediate relief to the university and underscores the increasing tensions between elite academic institutions and the federal government over immigration, campus safety, and academic freedom. The legal conflict centers around the Department of Homeland Security's recent decision to revoke Harvard's certification under the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, SEVP. This certification is essential for universities to host international students on F1 and M1 visas. Without it, Harvard would be legally barred from enrolling non-citizen students, impacting thousands of individuals who are a vital part of its academic community. Harvard, whose student body includes more than 7,000 international students, over a quarter of its total enrollment, immediately pushed back against the government's action, filing a lawsuit that claimed the revocation was both unfounded and unlawful. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the revocation was justified due to Harvard's alleged failure to maintain a safe campus environment, particularly for Jewish students. Officials also accused the university of harboring anti-American, pro-terrorist agitators among its international student population. Additionally, the government claimed that Harvard was uncooperative during a federal inquiry, failing to produce records pertaining to misconduct by foreign students. These claims were sharply rejected by Harvard, which argued that the government's actions were politically motivated and aimed at punishing the institution for its perceived liberal values and resistance to federal oversight. In its court filings, Harvard contended that the revocation of its SEVP certification violated its constitutional rights and was enacted without due process. The university stressed that there was no precedent or legal justification for such an action, noting that the government had not previously used campus safety concerns as grounds for denying an institution the ability to admit international students. Harvard emphasized that this move would not only harm the university itself, but would also disrupt the lives and academic futures of thousands of students who had committed to studying in the United States. This case comes amid a broader campaign by the Trump administration to exert greater control over higher education. Federal officials have scrutinized research funding, questioned tax exemptions, and criticized diversity, equity, and inclusion policies at elite universities. Harvard, one of the country's most prominent academic institutions, has often been at the center of these disputes. Critics argue that the administration is weaponizing federal agencies to target institutions that do not align with its ideological stance, while supporters claim it is addressing legitimate concerns about campus safety and ideological bias in academia. The temporary restraining order issued by the judge signals that the court sees merit in Harvard's arguments and believes that immediate intervention was necessary to prevent irreparable harm. However, the legal battle is far from over. The restraining order is only a preliminary step, and a full hearing on the case is expected in the coming weeks. The outcome of this legal dispute could have far-reaching implications for other universities across the United States that rely on international students for cultural diversity, academic excellence, and financial stability. As the legal proceedings continue, the case is being closely watched by educational institutions, immigration advocates, and policymakers. It highlights the growing intersection between immigration policy and higher education and raises critical questions about the balance between national security and the rights of educational institutions. For now, Harvard can continue to admit international students, but the future of such programs remains uncertain under the current political climate.